Hello, JGen students. I just finished looking over your bad sentences exercise, and I noticed that there were several issues that kept reoccurring. And because writing good, clear, succinct sentences is just the basic foundation for all of technical writing, I just wanted to go over a few things that I would hope that you would try to master before proceeding. So let's just take a minute now and look over a few of those. Okay, so to begin with, one problem that we had experienced were a lot of qualifiers within your sentences. So, for example, actually, really, basically, probably, these are all just add-in words that aren't really required for the understanding of your text. So we have here an example of a sentence with a lot of qualifiers in it. Because a great many of the words in this sentence are basically unnecessary, it would really be a very good idea to edit somewhat for conciseness. So you have here 8 lines of text that can be easily boiled down to 3. Because of the words in this, because many of the words in this sentence are unnecessary, we should edit it. Clean, simple, direct, to the point. Okay, so then moving on, another problem and one of my personal pet peeves were prepositional phrase strings. So in other words, sentences that probably should have just ended with the paragraph end up going on and on and on because of words like in, for, at, on, through, and so on being included within. Example number 1 shows a good looks at this very well. So you've got for, of, in, on, at, and to, just going on and on here with this sentence, making it an 8-line sentence. That sentence, when those are removed, can be succinctly stated in just 4 simple lines. So you really want to be on the lookout for these particular words and eliminate them whenever possible in your text. Whenever you see them, it's a sign that there probably should just be a period added or that you're being excessively wordy. Some of you will notice that I made reference to the economy of words in your editing marks. What I mean by that is to select the best word or perhaps to rewrite the sentences so that there's better flow within that sentence. So for example, and this is actually from the homework assignment, the buttons are easy to locate, but being larger means more force is needed to push them down. Okay, so then revised, we move the word larger than in front of buttons. So then we do away with, an explanation of what larger means. And all in all, it just makes the sentence flow so much more smoothly. The larger buttons are easy to locate, but harder to push down. You get the idea across so simply by just paying attention to what you really want to say instead of adding in a bunch of unnecessary words. Some other issues that we were coming across were unclear pronoun references. So in other words, using words like this when it's unclear what this is referring to. So always make sure that there is a noun in your sentence so that we know what that pronoun is referring to. Also, and remember in technical communication, and it was actually even written in the instructions, do not use first person. First person is words like I, you, and we. Instead, use terms like, for example, the operator or the user. There is a way that you can write around both of these so that neither one of them is used, meaning neither first person nor third person, in which both are just eliminated. In this example, information was obtained from, for example. It doesn't really say who obtained that information, so it's just leaving it very vague. The reason why this is desirable in technical communication, remember, is because the author does not want to be known in the sentence. The author wants to be invisible. And also, that first person reference of you is equally undesirable because it draws attention to the fact that there's somebody out there that should be following these examples. So I guess just steer clear of both first person by all means, and either embrace the third person reference or just write around it and don't include anything at all. One thing that I also did not actually include in this PowerPoint, but I would like to just take a few minutes to visit about, is the use of the possessive form of writing, which is basically apostrophe S. Many of you just left out the apostrophe and just assumed that by adding your S, it's possessive. But in fact, when you just have the S, it's plural, and when you do apostrophe S, it's possessive. And remember that S apostrophe means that it's a group or more than one that is in possession. So anyway, these are just a few little guidelines, I guess, that need to really be gotten a hold of before you proceed further within JGen 200.